this was just recently updated with this. Is the new version worth the investment? Let's find out.
Just play the damn thing.
Viewers of this channel are probably aware that I love Marshall in a box style distortion pedals, which is what the Tone City Golden Plexi is. It's basically modeled, basically sounds like an old Plexi. They recently came out with, and I haven't seen Tone City do this with any other pedal for some reason. Maybe they haven't, I just haven't seen it, but this is the only one that I have seen. But they recently came out with the Golden Plexi 2, and I've been curious about it ever since. So I bought one. Well, technically, I actually got this one for Christmas as a Christmas gift for my family. So this is not a sponsored video. Tone City has nothing to do with anything that I'm going to say in this video. Good, bad, or indifferent, or that you were going to hear in this video, good, bad, or indifferent. This is 100% my own opinion. So we're going to play through a demo with this thing real quick and hear how it sounds. And then we are going to shoot it out next to the old one and see the difference. So here we go. Okay, on its own, here, let me start by saying that it's still a great sounding Marshall in a box style distortion pedal. Nothing wrong with it. Absolutely recommend it. If you're upgrading for the old version, you're expecting a huge, a huge tonal, especially if you're looking for an improvement, especially, you're not going to get it because they sound tone-wise are almost identical. That's not what they changed in the new version. What they changed in the new version, they improved the sweep of the gain control in the middle, because on this one, once you kind of hit a certain point, the gain kind of, it continues to break up, but, it's, like that last third or so, there's not much difference between, like, for example, that setting and that setting. They're pretty close. The other thing that they changed from the first one is you might have noticed how much lower I had the level control set on the original version. And again, there's a close-up, of the settings that the last settings that you heard in that playthrough demo. The output on the original is pretty hot. I mean, it's insane. Updates or improvements on the new version is that it has a better sweep on the gain control and less feedback. Now, again, the level control on this thing can get away from you pretty quick. So, I noticed that the level or volume control, I guess as it's labeled, on the new version isn't quite as hot. And really you don't need it to be. That's pretty insane. I literally have this thing set at like 8 o'clock, and it was more than enough output. Whereas this one, still plenty of output. I still ran this one, 10, 11 o'clock, and still, well below 12. So even with dialing back the level control on this one, it's still more than enough output, in my assessment. But if you are looking to upgrade from this model, because of the two reasons that I mentioned, the better sweep on the gain control and the less feedback from the toned down volume control, then yes, absolutely, Golden Plexi 2 is for you. If you don't find either of those to be a problem with the original, then, like I said, tone-wise, the new one, as you just saw it demonstrated in this video, I don't think you're going to see much of a difference in tone at all, if any. So there is, so they did make some improvements. It's just not in the way that I thought that they might. But like I said, Golden Plexi 2, whichever one of these happens to land on your pedal board, tone-wise, as far as the Marshall in a box, the Marshall Plexi sound, these sound excellent. I really, really do enjoy these pedals. Always have. And it's been about 2 years since I demoed the original. Obviously I still have it, but I wanted to see what I was missing with the new one, and now I know. Also, last but not least, I'm experimenting a little bit here with how I produce my gear demo videos. Such as this one, you might have noticed that I left out the full track demo portion. I'm trying to see if how much interest there is in that part, and if I really need to be putting in the work to to continue producing that segment of these demos. I certainly, if you, the audience, finds that to be a valuable part of these pedal demos, absolutely I'll keep doing it. But if not, why do I need to keep doing it? So I also posted a poll in the community tab of this channel. Feel free to go over there and drop your vote in the poll, and we'll get a consensus of what everybody wants to see. Adios.